I'm John Valentino, president of John and Bob's Corporation. I'm a landscape architect and a landscape contractor. Chip and I have been working at this a while, maybe in our 41st year. We're at a major regional hospital on a project that we're about to start. And before we start it, we wanted to give you an idea of the before, and then we'll show you the work as it progresses during the project. It has some interesting issues involved with it, and we want to tell you about it. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Chip and I plan to be doing a lot more videos for you. If you like them, please click on like and click on subscribe and click on the bell so that you'll be notified every Sunday when we post our new videos. So in many parts of the country, water is very valuable and reasonably expensive. And in the West, more so than most areas. And it's a precious resource that needs to be conserved, and one that I've always advocated for respecting when we landscape. At this hospital, they're looking at it the same way. Because it's a precious resource, they're attempting a major project where we're going to remove the existing landscape, which features a lot of lawn and many high water use plants and an irrigation system that doesn't apply water in a real conserving nature. And we're going to replace it with a water efficient, or some people call drought tolerant landscape, and that's because of the importance and value of water. So one of the major things that the hospital wants to change here is that there's lawns everywhere. And in landscaping, I'm a believer that you use lawn where it will be used, because it's about the only thing that takes traffic that you can play on, congregate on, and where it is to be used for those purposes, it's perfect. It's better than anything else, and then we provide ways to care for it properly with our products. But in areas like this, it's purely ornamental, and there's no using of it at all. And since it's purely ornamental, and the highest water user, especially the lawn that is here, which is a cool season grass called tall fescue, doesn't like our summer heat, and so needs quite a bit of water in the summer to look good, instead of a lawn that isn't being used, that requires a lot of water and a lot of maintenance and a lot of disease-prone characteristics in the summer here. The concept is to remove all the lawn and replace it with something that's attractive, that lends itself to people enjoying and people being able to walk through and appreciate, and still has life-improving parts of it. So all of this lawn will be removed. This is a very large landscape taking up a few acres, and there won't be any turf when we're done. Since this is a large campus, it's a concept that the hospital identifies with to try to make it interactive, try to make it a garden that encourages users to walk through it, people that are using the hospital to exercise and stay healthy and walk through it and enjoy the garden, enjoy the interesting plants we're going to be replacing the lawn with and the interesting features we're going to be replacing the lawn with. I'm standing right on what started out many years ago when this was first put in to be a decomposed granite path, which over the years has been intruded with roots and changed with erosion to where it's not a walking path. That was the idea when it was started. So to make this interactive, in addition to removing the lawn, the hospital is making a wider permanent walking path out of concrete that's going to meander through the garden and I think encourage people to use it. That's the interactive part of it. In some places you'll be walking under trees and enjoying interesting and unusual plants, which we'll talk about a little later. All around the outside of the hospital will be this concrete path that's easy to walk on and that invites people to stay active and exercise. So the biggest part of conserving water in a garden, if you have to do supplemental watering, is to apply that water very efficiently. Drip irrigation is usually a big part of it. It's quite a challenge on a big landscape like this. We'll be using interesting, kind of state-of-the-art water conserving ways to apply water to the plants and not throw it all over the parking lot or throw it over the city sidewalk. And also apply it slowly and efficiently so that we're getting the most out of the least amount of water we can possibly use. The other interesting thing that will be done here that I think will be much more widely done in the future is this will eventually be all recycled water. Right now, so we will put it in as a recycled system. So the water isn't potable water. It will be specifically for landscape and other uses where recycled water is appropriate. So recycled water used with emitters that deliver the water slowly in systems that aren't easily broken, that are sturdy and easy to maintain. That's another big waste of water, is when things break and you see water going out all over. And very sophisticated ways of programming the watering so that it is water efficient and so that you know if there's a problem somewhere. So the whole theme, the planting theme, will be to echo the Mediterranean climates of the world. There's only 5 Mediterranean climates in the world. And those are Chile, South Africa, the Mediterranean, parts of Australia, and California. So those are all summer dry climates, parts of those areas, and that's basically the definition of Mediterranean: no water for long periods of the year. Most of them rely on supplemental water for gardens, but what we want to do here at this hospital, and the goal is to build a garden that requires a minimum amount of supplemental water. And so Mediterranean type plants will be the theme, and they can be very interesting and colorful. Chip likes most of them. A lot of them have nice scents. Here I'm standing in a little section that they did previously, and it represents a sample of what they're going to do in the broader areas where we were standing before with a lawn. Instead of lawn, it will have plantings like this. One of my favorites is this St. Elmo's fire. It's a genus is Russellia St. Elmo's fire, and it's really a tremendously beautiful plant and grows like crazy without any special care. A beautiful bloom almost all year round, as long as it's warm. In the middle of the winter it doesn't bloom, but fall, spring, summer it blooms like crazy. Next to it is lantana, this Santa Barbara daisy. So that's the theme. The theme will be these style of Mediterranean plants mixed with, you can also see there'll be some cobble, there's the walk that I discussed, and it'll be interactive with water efficient plants, with lots of trees, and you can get a sense of what it's going to look like from this little sample garden that we did previously here. Follow our channel because we'll be making additional episodes as we move along. We're starting this project in mid-September and we expect to move through it relatively quickly, but because of the size, it'll still be going on in 2021. And so as interesting things come up, we'll keep you updated and you can follow along what a major landscape, especially a progressive one like this, whose goal is water conservation and use of the garden.
Hey there, friends. Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the bell. If you enjoyed this video, have any questions, or just want to say hi, let us know in the comments below. Want to learn more about our products? then head over to our website, www.johnandbobs.com.